In today's show, signs of Bitcoin accumulation suggest Bitcoin's dip to $45,000 will be short-lived. In fact, we're already back above 47K. And as crypto analyst Matthew Hyland shares here, Bitcoin is trying to flip previous resistance into new support, break above 48,300 to look for a continued move up. And as shared here by Crypto Bull God, Bitcoin 3-day, interesting observation, looking at the 125-day simple moving average, we can see how important this key level is. Once broken below and then broken back above, we have appreciated massively in price. And this just in breaking news, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy just announced they purchased another $190 million of Bitcoin. They now hold 129,218 Bitcoin in total. Talk about buying the dip. Let's freaking go. And as Max Kaiser shares here, as I predicted, central banks will start failing. In response to this headline, the Lebanese government announces the bankruptcy of the state and the central bank. Bitcoin is insurance against state failure. And more breaking news just in, a bank in Texas is now paying its employees in Bitcoin. Soon all banks will pay in Bitcoin. Also in today's show, Bitcoin and crypto setting up for the perfect storm, according to macro guru Raoul Pal. That's right, the former Goldman Sachs executive says the stage is being set for the next wave of crypto adoption. In a new interview, the Real Vision CEO unveils 3 massive catalysts that he believes will accelerate the growth of Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets. Also in today's show, I'll be sharing a Bitcoin 2022 Miami preview with the conference kicking off tomorrow. I'll be sharing what to expect from crypto's biggest conference, and I'm in Florida right now and can't wait. Also in today's show, Bitcoin about to break all-time highs quicker than traders think, says analyst Nicholas Merten, and explains why. That's right, he foresees Bitcoin flipping 65,000 from resistance to support, and also says that Bitcoin will really start to charter into November and December up towards around $150,000 to $200,000 per coin. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the major alts are currently pumping and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs, along with a $100,000 Bitcoin price. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And today's episode is brought to you by BlockFi, the #1 leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. And right now you can get up to $250 in Bitcoin when you buy crypto or fund your account today with BlockFi. Be sure to use my referral link in the description right down below. Right now there are more than 500,000 people and 350 institutions globally using BlockFi to manage over $10 billion in assets. And here are some of their flagship products, which includes their trading platform where you can buy, sell, and trade the top cryptocurrencies. You can do instant trades with ACH. You can trade 24/7, 365. Another flagship product I love is their BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card, where you can earn an unlimited 1.5% back in Bitcoin on everything you buy. There are no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, and you can see if you're approved with no impact to your credit score. Also like to point out, for your first 90 days, you're actually going to earn 3.5% Bitcoin back on all your purchases, truly making this a no-brainer. So go ahead and click my referral link in the description right down below to get up to $250 in Bitcoin, and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. I'm currently in Florida. I'll be in Miami a little later today. Hope to be seeing some of you at the Bitcoin conference, which is actually kicking off tomorrow. And right now we're back above $47,000, so it's a beautiful thing. Now, the crypto market rally began on April 1st, which ran into tough resistance on April 4th, sparking a market-wide pullback during the afternoon session after exhausting the bulls, which were overwhelmed by the bears, who managed to push the Bitcoin price below 45,200. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView shows that once the afternoon sell-off broke below at 46,000, that the price hit a daily low of 45,100 before buyers emerged to bid back above $45,700. Now, here's what several analysts are saying about the short-term outlook for Bitcoin and what could be in store moving forward in April. Now, April 4th's weakness on the Bitcoin chart was spotted early by crypto trader and pseudonymous Twitter user ShardyB2, who posted the following chart, noting that its price was starting to reverse with the 4-hour candle coming close to the bottom of the channel. Here's what the trader said: "We can slip to 44,300, Possibly, but if we do, I don't think it gets any deeper. The only thing that is concerning is maybe tax selling. Saw some last year. Now, a more general explanation of the current price action was offered by on-chain data analyst Matthew Hyland, who posted the following chart outlining major support and resistance levels for the King crypto and its current price range. And here is his latest update. Right here, Bitcoin is trying to flip previous resistance into new support, break above 48,300 to look for a continued move up. Now let's discuss signs of heavy accumulation. Insight into which players in the market have been most actively accumulating BTC lately was discussed in the most recent newsletter from on-chain analysis firm Glassnode Analytics, which noted that shrimp and whales are the most aggressive accumulators as of late. On the whale side, Glassnode pointed to large public buyers such as the Luna Foundation Guard and MicroStrategy, which have renewed their emphasis on Bitcoin as pristine collateral and have commenced serious accumulation over the last 2 weeks. This whale accumulation has been seen in the red highlighted box on the following chart, while smaller buyers have been the heavy accumulators since late January, with the smaller balances. Quoting Glassnode here, in general, the market appears to be viewing Bitcoin and its role in the future economy in a somewhat renewed optimism. Now, one final interesting observation about the price action for the King crypto was touched on by crypto investor and synonymous Twitter user Crypto Bull God, who posted the following chart looking at the history of the Bitcoin price action relative to its 120-day simple moving average, as he shares here on crypto Twitter. Bitcoin 3-day, interesting observation, looking at the 125-day simple moving average. We can see how important this key level is. Once broken below and then broken back above, we have appreciated massively in price. And speaking about massive Bitcoin accumulation by whales, breaking news just in, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, just announced they purchased another $190 million of Bitcoin that now hold 129,218 Bitcoin in total. And as Max Kaiser predicted here to Daniela Cambone last year, that central banks will start failing. Well, lo and behold, in the headlines, breaking news, the Lebanese government announces the bankruptcy of the state and the central bank. Bitcoin is insurance against state failure. Touche. So shout out to Max Kaiser for making this prediction, which came true. Also like to point out that he still says 220,000 for this year for Bitcoin is still in play. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Kaiser. And more breaking news, a bank in Texas is now paying its employees in Bitcoin as the mass adoption around the world continues. Soon all banks will pay in Bitcoin. I can't wait for that day. And before I break down next story of the day, Bitcoin and crypto setting up for the perfect storm according to macro guru Raoul Pal. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin hovering around that $47,000 area, up about 1.8% for the day. Ethereum up 1.5%, trading back above $3,500. We have Luna up almost 7%, trading above $118. And as you can see, a sea of green: Solana, Avalanche, Binance Coin, Polkadot, XRP, and Cardano all pumping and in the green. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Macro guru and former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal says the stage is being set for the next wave of crypto adoption. In a new interview, the Real Vision CEO unveils 3 massive catalysts that he believes will accelerate the growth of Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets. Quoting him here, for sovereign states, particularly sovereign wealth funds, they will look for a long duration asset, which gives them some security, so it has a place. So we will see a further adoption of sovereign states of this, not necessarily as a currency, but as an asset. I think that's very interesting. I think that's the place of Bitcoin in the world as a kind of pristine collateral reserve asset. We've got the sparks in place. The next thing we need is the inflation story to die. That would be a true accelerant. The growth to be falling and the central banks to be printing more money, because it does very well. It drives adoption. It doesn't just drive the price up like it does with equities and gold and real estate. It drives adoption, which is why it always massively outperforms everything else in times of monetary largesse. And you're getting set up for the perfect storm here. Now, Powell says that the current macroeconomic environment tells him that the chances of another sell-off event are slim. He also says that most market participants will likely be better off with more long-term strategies as opposed to actively trading. Now, I agree with the macro guru right there, quoting him here. I think it's even cemented the macro backdrop even bigger. With a force that powerful, you shouldn't be too cute with the asset. You basically should just buy and hold it, and buy it when it sells off significant amounts, because you know the risk reward is so ridiculously skewed to the upside. I want to give a quick shout out to iTrust Capital, the world's largest crypto IRA platform with over $3.5 billion in transactions. If you're looking to trade crypto tax-free, look no further than iTrust. And yes, they are backed by the world's leading institutional cold storage provider, Coinbase Custody, with a $320 million insurance policy. So go ahead and use my referral link link in the description right down below to take advantage of the #1 crypto IRA provider in America. And if you sign up today, you're going to receive a $100 funding reward as a free bonus. So go ahead and use my referral link in the description right down below, and let's start stacking those sats tax-free. And before I break down next story of the day and I share with you a Bitcoin 2022 Miami preview of what to expect from Bitcoin's biggest conference kicking off tomorrow. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just under $2.2 trillion with almost $103 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 40.9%, with the Ether dominance at 19.5%. And checking out the top gainers within the top 100 within the past 24 hours, we have Celo leading the pack up 23%, trading at $4.88. Followed by Audius up 12.5%, trading at $1.62, followed by Near Protocol up almost 9%, trading at $17.24. Now checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the week, you can see a sea of green. GMT up 103%. We have GLMR up almost 45%. Celo up almost 40% for the week. Mina up 18%. Near Protocol up 28%. And Zilliqa up 32%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated at 53 out of 100, which is neutral. Yesterday at 52, last week at 56, and last month at 22 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip, just like the Luna Foundation and Michael Saylor. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Starting tomorrow, April 6th through the 9th, the world's largest Bitcoin conference will take over the Miami Beach Convention Center and surrounding areas. In the past, announcements include the debut of Ethereum and El Salvador President Nayib Bukele revealing his intentions to make Bitcoin legal tender. Now, the very first day of the show kicks off on what is referred to as Industry Day. The show open gives members from the industry itself and media some time to settle in and talk about the most important topics. Expect more than 6,000 industry leaders, 80 different speakers, and more than 4,000 companies to offer networking opportunities with top executives in the crypto ecosystem, VCs, and other high net worth individuals. The day starts with the Welcome to Bitcoin 2022 Miami presentation on the Nakamoto main stage, followed by a fireside chat with Anthony Pompliano and Galaxy Digital founder Mike Novogratz. Now, part of the Industry Day also includes Pitch Day, where budding startups and innovative ideas get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to demo in front of well-known investors in a Shark Tank style setting. It even features a keynote from the always wonderful ABC Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary, among many other big names in finance. Now, also on the 7th, which is the following day, the public can begin checking out the Bitcoin 2022 Miami main conference. Highlights of the day of the conference include a discussion between MicroStrategy CEO and Bitcoin hoarder Michael Saylor, as well as outspoken ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. Now, names running deeper within the Bitcoin community will also be there, including Saifedean Ammous, Francis Poulet, Pierre Rochard, Preston Pish, Matt Odell, Dylan LeClaire, and so many more. There are also keynotes on the 7th by tech billionaire Peter Thiel and El Salvador President Nayib Bukele. The day ends on a high note with an announcement from Strike founder Jack Mallers. I can't wait for that. It's also important to point out, although the conference itself concludes on the 9th, Bitcoin 2022 Miami isn't quite over, because on the 10th, conference goers can also attend Sound Money Fest, which is a Bitcoin-centric music festival, which has artists such as Logic, Run the Jewels, as well as many other. Let's not forget all the after parties, which I'm looking forward to. So if you still have energy left to pump your fists after a week of conference and all-night cocktail parties from your major industry bands, Paxos is putting on an invite-only celebration at their Versace mansion. SoFi has taken over LIV Nightclub, and eToro has done the same with Story for an anti-fiat social club featuring EDM legend Tiesto. And there's also an art gallery and so much more going on, so it's going to be non-stop action. I know I'm going to be very busy there, and I can't wait to actually arrive in Miami later today. If you're going to be attending Bitcoin 2022, let me know in the comments right down below, and who knows, maybe we can link up. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin about to break its all-time highs quicker than traders think, says analyst Nicholas Merten, and explains why. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,100 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And of course, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms from Spotify to Apple's iTunes. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Crypto analyst and DataDash host Nicholas Merten says Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high sooner than most traders think. In a new DataDash YouTube update, he tells his 500,000 subscribers that Bitcoin will retest $65,000 much faster than most anticipate, with underlying fundamental developments fueling the move. Quoting him here, it's going to happen much quicker than people will think. Here for Bitcoin to be able to retest back up to this range of 65,000, it just takes a little more Bitcoin being moved with the market slightly more confident price action than we have had back here a couple of months ago in the first quarter of 2022, and a good catalyst for a couple of institutional investors to buy some positions, even retail traders, and boom, you start seeing prices get back up to $65,000 really quick, and potentially even setting its third new significant all-time high since back in 2021, where we've had these kind of zigzagging mid-cycle corrections and mid-cycle rallies. And I think this time we can see Bitcoin get back above that range and set a new all-time high. But on top of that, make the previous resistance range of higher highs, make that into new support. Now, Merten foresees Bitcoin flipping 65,000 resistance to support and using that support to boost itself to previously unseen levels before the end of the year. Quoting him here, what we generally see here, as we've had drawn on the chart for some time, is that after we go through this May rally, even if we get a slight pullback here in the middle of the month, we would still continue higher here, get well here towards around 75 to 90,000 for Bitcoin's price, come down and make that support, and going from August or September, really start to charter into November and December up towards around $150 to $200,000 per coin. And he lays out this chart, which you can see here on your screen. Let me know if you agree or disagree with crypto analyst Nicholas Merten that we're likely to see $150 to $200,000 Bitcoin price before the end of this year. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. I shared signs of Bitcoin accumulation, suggest Bitcoin's dip to 45,000 will be short-lived. We also discussed Bitcoin and crypto setting up for the perfect storm according to the macro guru, Raoul Pal. Also shared with you a Bitcoin 2022 Miami preview of what to expect from crypto's biggest conference kicking off tomorrow, as well as Nicholas Merten's end of the year $150 to $200,000 Bitcoin price prediction. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Steve Hubbs wrote, if Bitcoin goes to $200,000 by end of year, that's more than 4-fold Bitcoin's current price. I would expect ETH to go up 5-fold and slightly outpace BTC. So 17,000 would be my ETH end of year prediction. I agree with Shed's Bitcoin's technical analysis. Cheers fam, $200,000 Bitcoin along with $17,000 ETH by end of year. Send it. Let's freaking go. Our next featured comment comes from Inner Dino, who wrote, thanks JV, great show. Have a fantastic time in Miami. Have a large margarita for me. Cheers fam, will do for show. Much love. Hodl. And our third and final featured comment comes from Chaos, who wrote, Max Kaiser, $220,000. What happened to that? Still in play, fam. Still in play. And to be featured in tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.